What's up? Okay, today let's talk about food, right? We all love food. Because I had like a little process with my friend Gra talking about food and what it actually does. Most of you know, before I came to Palawan for 3-4 years, I was vegetarian. Um, but when I started working at the bar, because I needed a lot of energy, I decided to start eating meat once a month. Um, yeah, because so first things first, I find that when you cut out meat from your diet, it really helps with the mind. Why exactly, I don't know. Some people say it's because meat it's heavy, the energy is heavy, and when you consume something heavy, you make your system heavy. So yeah. And even when I was here, I think I kind of went off track because Filipino food, baboy is amazing. Like baboy is really good. And if you know me back in my flying days, like I was the Malay who ate more pork than the Chinese. Anyways, so I kind of went off track a bit in the recent months. But this month, thanks to my good friend D, my anak, I started cutting out meat again. So I've been 28 days free of meat, and my mind is so clear again. Like you're able to actually hear yourself. You're able to distinguish like what's really your thoughts and what are just things from the past. So that's another thing. Yeah, so for those of you who are going through a stage where your mind's not clear, you don't know what to do, try cutting out meat and just see how it goes. I mean, don't expect miracles, because if we're talking about, if you've done 20, 30 years of just eating meat, it's going to take a while for your body to really rid of all of it. But just try it for a month, just eating vegetables and fruits for a month, and see how you feel after. See if your mind gets clearer, and then treat yourself like once a month, which I'm planning to do after this. Like, I'm going to treat myself because god, I miss meat. Which brings me to my third point, about food. um so my thing is, so how I said I'm gonna treat myself at the end of the month, because I've been vegetarian and eating fruits for this whole month. I might go and have Japanese. Like, Japanese is my favorite. It's my favorite. And this was the same case when I was back in Malaysia working at Disco. Like, once a month, I would go have a sushi date with my friend Lynn, especially with her or with anyone else who was available. And yeah, we will always go and have sushi. And then I was talking to my friend Gra here, and I said, something, I realized something, because I asked myself, like, why is Japanese cuisine like my favorite? Like, why, of all the things, like, if I had to choose one time a month, like what I want to eat, why Japanese? Why not beef? Why not duck? Why not pork? Like, why Japanese cuisine? And not just Japanese cuisine, more like sushi, the rice, and yeah, so Japanese cuisine. And it got me thinking. Like, I flash back to when I was around the age of 5 to 7, where my grandfather, may his soul rest in peace, who loved me dearly, even though I wasn't, what they say, real grandson. Like, he was my brother's grandfather. But he loved me dearly. He did a lot of things for me. He bought me toys. He was really affectionate with me. And you know he yeah, like I said, he would buy me toys. He would make sure I was always happy, but he would go off and work and do his own thing. But every Sunday he would ask me, what do you want to eat? And I would be like, don't know. He said, you want to go eat Japanese? I'm like, yes. And I would look forward to that. And I can't remember if we did it every week or if we did it once a month. But regardless, so let's just say it was once a month. And I just remembered this. Like, I made the connection about why once a month I want to have Japanese. It's because there's a part of the body, it's not craving for that food. It's actually craving for the emotion, the experience of it. Like, what does it remind you? And the thing is, like, back then I couldn't connect the dots about why, because, like, it's just, I want to eat, I want to eat, I want to eat. But now it feels so much more it feels so much more heart-based. Like, okay, I'm doing this because, in a way, it's me spending time with my grandfather, who loved me dearly, regardless of whether other people used to say, like, oh, he's not your real grandfather, la la la. He didn't see all that. He still loved me um unconditionally. So yeah, the point of this story is basically to say that when you have cravings, or when you really want something, you have to understand the food is just the external. There's something that's happening inside, and it's not just hunger, because if it was just hunger, you would eat anything, right? But if I was craving for, like, this happiness, unconditional love feeling, I want Japanese, because it's not the Japanese food. It's the memory that I had with my grandfather, which always made me happy. Having him around when I was very young, around the age of 4 to 7, like I said, he made me very happy as a kid. And so, whenever I crave Japanese food, it's actually my body saying to me, "Oh, you're craving happiness and unconditional love right now, or this is what you need right now." And when we are so busy with the day-to-day life, we automatically just go, like, let's just eat, let's just push it aside. But what you don't realize is your brain is actually searching for the connection, the memory. I hope I'm explaining this right. I hope it makes sense. So yeah, do share with me if you've actually attached a dish, or actually, it's like a ritual, because yeah, it was a ritual. Like, me and my grandfather, we would go eat it once a month or once a week. It was a ritual, it was our thing, like, it was a happy moment. So yeah, let me know if you have something like that, or reflect and think, do you have a moment like that when it comes to food, conscious eating, instead of us just going, because I know when I'm stressed out. So this is the thing, when I'm stressed out, chocolates. Chocolates, like, just shitloads of chocolates. And now, thanks to my beloved cousin Shireen, who visited the first year I was here, I'm now addicted to potato chips. But I only eat it when I'm stressed. But when I'm happy, I don't even look for it. So yeah, so just a recap. If you're having heaviness, unclear mind, not sure how to make decisions, like you feel down, heavy, cut out meat from your diet. Do it for like a month, a week, and you will notice. You will notice the difference. Number two, um, yeah, have conscious eating. Like, why are you eating that? It's not just the food, because again, you can eat anything. That particular food, why?